I read this research paper today and I really liked the first paragraph of its introduction, where authors are talking about how biologists make distinction between specialists and journalists. Specialists are those which occupy very specific ecological niches. Okay, they are really good at surviving in one particular environment. There are animals like koala which feeds almost exclusively on eucalyptus leaves, or there are birds that can only nest in a very specific kind of forests. And then there are journalists. They can survive across a much broader range of environments. They can adopt, they can change what they eat, they can change where they live. And there was this one line that stayed with me, which goes like, in a stable world it's a good strategy to specialize, but when conditions change rapidly, specialists don't always fare so well. And after reading this, I started thinking, isn't this true about us as well? We spend years trying to become really good at something. We build a career, we develop a skill, a particular way of thinking, even a particular version of ourselves. And when life is stable, then that can be a good or great strategy. But we obviously, life is never always stable, right? That's the harsh truth. Things change, the career doesn't work anymore, the relationships end, and our priorities change. The things you once cared about don't feel that important anymore, right? And suddenly the very identity that made you successful in one environment doesn't necessarily help you survive the next one. And that is where I find myself in this dilemma of being a specialist or a journalist, because specialization gives you depth, but adaptability gives you resilience. So maybe the goal isn't to choose one, maybe it is to become deeply rooted in something without becoming so rooted that you can no longer move, because the world will change, and perhaps the real question isn't what should I become, but can I become really good at something and still remain open to becoming something else or someone else.